श्री श्री रास विचारिणी जू की जय हो। सब वैष्णवों को सादर सप्रेम सनम्र सादर जय जय Shri Krishna. Today we are continuing with our reading of the Shri Hariraji Bade Shiksha Patr. It's day 12, letter 3, verse 9. No good association to be with those who constantly and disinterestedly awaken the love of Shri Krishna within you, who are without worldly hankerings and whose nature is in the mode of goodness. Tika 9. It has been stated above that one should not keep company with those on other paths. So with whom should one associate? The question is answered thus. One should keep company of such an accomplished devotee who has ever new love only for Sri Krishna, the Lord of Vraja, who is replete with our divine loving sentiments and the fruit of our loving practices, and not for other lesser divine manifestations, who is exclusively fixed on Sri Krishna's lotus feet, and helps to increase our love for them, whose sole desire of the heart is to cherish love for Sri Krishna's lotus feet, who has no other purpose or intention, who is neutral and without prejudice, who knows Sri Krishna to be the sole creator and doer, who never displays or performs their spiritual activities to others for fame or money, whose intrinsic nature is goodness, who is not deceitful, cunning, lustful, angry, proud, or jealous. Follow that great Vaishnava when you see these qualities in their heart. Verse 10. Make a conscious decision to keep company with accomplished devotees and not with the worldly, and resolve to keep the association of those who have taken birth in the enlightened lineage. Tika 10. Release all anxiety about worldly socio-scriptural obligations, falsely situated relatives, and home-based duties. Know the accomplished Vaishnavas of the path of grace to be your own people, for they have taken shelter of Sri Acharyaji's lotus feet, as you have. These Vaishnavas are your true relatives, and you should keep their company, not that of followers of other paths. All righteousness resides in the exalted birth of the direct descendants of Sri Vallabhacharyaji, who exclusively serve Sri Krishna and take shelter in him. So it is your duty to associate purely with them in thought and deed, thought, word, and deed, as well as with those accomplished devotees who are accepted into this path of grace and who take Sri Krishna's name, have surrendered to him, design their life rules around serving and loving him. Satsang, good association, is thus described. Verse 11. Make up your own mind to keep your focus on Sri Acharyaji's feet. Then the intimate devotees achieve perfection of purpose. Tika 11. Keep company with those whose mind is exclusively fixed upon Sri Acharyaji's lotus feet, and whose mind, speech, actions, and intellect are also thus focused. In Sri Gokulnathji's commentary on the Sri Sarvotam Stotra, he has written that Sri Mahaprabhuji constantly resides in the heart of such rare devotees as Padmanabh Dasji, and from their association all can be accomplished. Just as a dry cloth placed next to a wet one will also soon become wet, so by keeping company with an accomplished devotee, one can absorb these qualities. Such devotees are few and far between. In the absence of such an intimate devotee, one should remember and serve the Lord, whilst intensely desiring such good association. By Sri Acharyaji's grace, this wish will be granted. Be humble, faithful, and diligent in their company. Then, when they are pleased, they will bless you and reveal the secrets of the path of grace, whereby your needs will be fulfilled. Sri Acharyaji has written in his Navaratna, 9 Jewels treatise, one should recall one's surrender to God in the company of accomplished Vaishnavas. Nivedanam tu smartavyam sarvata tadrisher janaihi. Keeping such good association is very necessary, because by recalling one's surrender together, you will realize the essence of the path of your heart. Verse 12. Those who directly oppose the path and the devotees and find fault with them are to be considered as non-devotees. Tika 12. How does one know who is and who is not a devotee, and what are their qualities? Sri Acharyaji founded the path of grace and Sri Gosaiji illuminated it. Therefore we bow to Sri Acharyaji as the founder and Sri Gosaiji as the illuminator. If anyone behaves in a manner contrary to the path of grace, they are regarded as a non-devotee and not a Vaishnava, and one who does not adhere to the teachings is known as a devotee, and one who does adhere to the teachings is known as a devotee or a Vaishnava. The actions of a pure being will be pure. There are 3 types of beings, embodied souls, in this world, and Sri Acharyaji has described them in his Pushti, Pravaha, Maryada, Bade. 3 types: the paths of grace, mundane flow, and lawful limitations. The Blessed Lord created the path of mundane flow with his mere wish and with his mind. With his speech he created the path of lawful limitation, and without a doubt from his bliss form came the path of grace. So those beings created from Sri Thakurji's mere whim are known as Pravaha Srishti. Those on the path of worldly flow, their mind will never adhere to a godly path, and they always act unrighteously. Those beings created from Sri Thakurji's voice are known as Maryada Srishti, or those on the path of lawful limitation. They are always occupied in the correct practice of Vedic or scriptural teaching. Those beings created from Sri Thakurji's own blissful form are known as Pushti Srishti, or those on the path of grace, and they directly serve the Lord. Thus are explained the 3 types of embodied souls, and from this it is deduced that those who follow the path of mundane flow are full of impurities and behave unrighteously, and are not Vaishnavas. So here concludes verse number 12. We continue tomorrow with verse 13 in letter 3. Aaj ke Anand ki jai ho. Shri Shiksha Patr ki jai ho. Shri Vallabhadis ki jai ho. Shri Hari Raji ki jai ho. Sab Vaishnavan ko sadar saprem sanambra. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.